What is going on, everyone? Welcome inside the Deuce Vodka pregame show. I am Josh. This is Jay.
The breakfast edition.
The breakfast edition. This is so
brunch.
Early. I just rolled
breakfast for him, brunch for me.
No, I don't wake up that late. I wake up at 8 o'clock every day. I don't know why you think I wake up at 11. Because I look tired right now?
You look tired.
I had a late night. Anyways, yeah, we are coming to you live much earlier than we usually do. As always, brought to you by Deuce Vodka. Pick up your Deuce Vodka at pretty much a lot of liquor store locations. I know I usually say Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, but I'm pretty sure they're just buzzing everywhere now. So
walk in, ask for it, it's there.
And if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. So Get your Deuce Vodka.
And if they don't have Nation beer, tell them to bring it in too.
Yes, it has been 7 days since the Edmonton Oilers played a National Hockey League game, and they got pounded by the Calgary Flames. We're not even going to touch that.
No,
it was a completely absurd situation.
Absurd situation.
You heard the comments from Captain Connor McDavid after the game. We're not even going to touch that.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Anyways.
The captain spoke. But it feels like forever.
Forever.
Like, I don't even know what to talk about.
We freaking...
Who's in the lineup?
We opened up the software to stream this, and the last thing that we did was the deadline show. Yeah. And since then, the Oilers have just freaking sat around.
When can Kulikov play his first game?
I don't even think he's in Canada yet.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he might be. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I know that with him, they talked about there were so many different, hula hoops they had to jump through. Because they had to do the work visa from Canada because he's Russian and stuff. And the quarantine. I don't know. Just a lot of stuff.
He also had a passport issue.
A lot of stuff. We already got a couple comments coming in about my jersey. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. How lit is that?
I'm buzzing today. I got my nice Todd McFarlane jersey on. Best jersey. They got to bring it back. Everyone's saying bring it back. I agree. Okay, we got a couple headlines on today's
name
show.
Should he put on the back? It's an unnamed jersey. That's something I'd like to put to the audience.
I see. Part of me thinks it'd be cool to put like a current player on it, but also is it kind of like a tough look to put a current player on a past jersey?
Yeah, it's always a challenge. Me mentally, I think it is. From my perspective, I think you have to pick a player from that.
I'd probably go Hemsky then.
I
think my brother-in-law has a Hemsky one this.
That's a great choice.
Yeah.
That's a great choice.
We actually have our insider, Dwayne Neufeld, saying Kulikov is in Canada and he can join the team next Thursday.
Yeah, I thought it was coming up pretty soon.
Braden Morgan, Ryan said I should put Schmitty on it. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, classic. Ryan
100%. Smith would be. Hey, did you see the Oilers birthday thing that I put out yesterday? Where you take your birthday and then it tells you the lines.
Yes.
Dude, did you see that I forgot to put Leon Draisaitl?
Yeah, that was impressive.
People were grilling me because I had him on the one side of the list. I had him on the day one, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put him on the month one so more people get him. Yeah. But then I scratched him from the day one, and I just forgot to put him back in the month one. Yeah. So as soon as someone tweeted at me, "Where's Leon Draisaitl?" I had Luke Gazdic on this list and not Leon Draisaitl. Anyways, I thought it was so funny. Oilers are back playing hockey. It's been 7 days. Last Saturday, they played the Calgary Flames, and with the whole ordeal of restructuring in the NHL schedule, the Oilers are going to play a lot of hockey, not really in the next 7 to 14 days, but kind of after that.
Strong.
It's got to be a strong finish because with the way the schedule works here, the Oilers are going to play tonight. And then they're going to have 1 day off, play Montreal, day off, play Montreal, and then 4 days off, which makes no sense. They did a bunch of restructuring of the schedule, and they still kept that 4-day gap in there for the Oilers. Yeah. And then it's absurd.
Yeah.
Then they play...
mix in a game there.
Yeah, mix in a Saturday night game. I don't know why.
You owe it to us. I don't like that you moved the game to 5 o'clock this week because I had my whole life planned around an 8 p.m. game.
You literally have been planning this day for
I've been looking forward to this particular Saturday of my life for a month.
Yeah.
Planned my whole life around this day, and then find out yesterday they just swapped. So I'm going to miss the first period of the game.
Well, you should probably tell people why.
Oh, I'm going golfing.
Yeah, so they can't feel that bad
I don't know
for
if you noticed this. It's beautiful outside. We should all be outside and enjoying this.
We should
And that's why we're doing it at 11 a.m. today, so we can take advantage of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I got a big Saturday.
There's something special about being able to golf and then go watch hockey after.
Oh, yeah. I've done that a few times already.
It's very rare that you can do it. It's very nice.
Yep. Okay. What are your expectations, I should say, for the Edmonton Oilers coming into tonight's game? 7 days off, it was, are we playing, are we not playing? There was even a morning, I guess it would have been yesterday or the day before, where the Oilers were literally practicing that morning and had no idea if they were flying to Vancouver that night.
Yeah.
And they didn't find out. Well, I'm sure they would have known a little bit more on the inside. But for us as fans, we're looking at them practicing. We had no idea if they were going to fly to Vancouver. So when you have 7 days off and now all of a sudden you realize you're entering in the most important stretch of the season here, Jay, what are your expectations for the Oilers?
You just hope that, I wasn't there to watch how they practiced this week. You just really hope they took advantage of a really good practice week to kind of work on some of the deficiencies that have been, or bad habits that have been forming over the last little bit. Once again, we have to pull ourselves back and look at how they've been since February 1st. Oilers still on a heater, but this is a good opportunity to have some really good practice. So that's what I'm hoping that happened. Mm-hmm. I know they practiced. Was it good practice? That's the thing we need to find out. We will find out tonight if they are prepared. I expect... Layoffs are always, they're hit and miss, right? Whether they're going to come out like slow and the legs are heavy, or they're going to be shot out of a cannon. I hope it's the latter. It better be the latter. This is a big game against our first round opponent.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the battle atop the North Division a little bit later on in the show, but it's just kind of a weird situation for the Edmonton Oilers. And, it was the situation ongoing with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who won't be in the lineup tonight, and kind of not knowing the roster that you were going to
supporting you, buddy.
Today. Yeah, we still got your back, Nuge. But why don't we jump into the lines for tonight's game? Obviously, this is kind of a moving target because we have no idea what could end up happening. From what we saw at practice this week, it looks like potentially Dave Tippett is electing to go with loading up that top line, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Puljujärvi, and kind of hoping that they can help push the agenda for this team. Second line, it's going to be Gaetan Haas.
Come on, buddy. Carry that line for us.
Gator.
I believe.
With Kahun and Yamamoto. Third line kind of interesting. They broke
that's
up.
Such a small line.
That's tiny.
That's such a tiny
Gaetan
line.
Haas, Kahun, and Yamamoto.
Oh my God, that's such a tiny line against the
Imagine
Jets.
them going up against the Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Oh my God.
I don't think Blake Wheeler's playing though, so that's an upside.
It's cute. It's so cute.
Jujhar Khaira is going to center Archibald and Chase on, and then Devin Shore now on the fourth line, not because he was playing weak, but just because
I wonder why they want to break that up. That line was so magical. I guess.
Well, who's going to center the fourth line then?
Yeah, I guess.
No one. James Steele. He's not a center.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, can you imagine that foot speed? Unless they're going to call up Brian McLeod, which maybe they should. Devin Shore is going to center Joachim Nygard and Zach Cassian. Barry, Nurse, Russell, Larson, Jones, Bear. Once again, Legason not in the lineup, and Evan Bouchard just practicing hard and getting good work in, Evan Bouchard.
Practicing hard.
We can assume, Jay, you would agree that Mike Smith will be in the
Mike
start
Smith.
tonight.
We're going to need a big, you just heard the lineup we just announced. We need a big performance from Mike Smith.
Big
tonight.
performance. Jeremy says, hopefully Pool Party has a better game tonight. He's looked off. Yeah, Pool Party is doing good when it comes to the intangibles in regards to not getting on the score sheet, but it's been a while. I don't want to say he's in a bit of a slump when it comes to scoring, but just hasn't been there.
Yeah, he had that one game where he scored and created some chances, and he's been hitting some posts. But yeah, I agree. He's still young. There's sometimes he makes some weird choices with the puck.
Yeah,
but
he's raw.
But yeah, he's still raw. But that's fine. But he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot more good than he is bad. But then it's what he's doing without the puck, where he's been extremely noticeable, and it has an impact.
Yeah.
Right. So. Let's still be confident and comfortable with our boy Pool Party.
Christian says, Haas on the second line? Seriously? Yeah, Christian, man.
What else?
We don't have any other
options. What else are you going to put there?
We do not have any other options.
Are you going to move Khaira to the second line?
Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay, before we get into our Deuce Vodka player mode, my next headline here, Jay, is Hollywood Holloway. I think we should acknowledge the fact that our guy Dylan Holloway has officially
robbed of the Hobie Baker.
Robbed of the Hobie Baker.
Robbed. Cole Caulfield had 4% of the fan votes.
And he's terrible. Cole Caulfield. So overrated, man.
Well, look at Montreal. They're rushing him.
They are rushing him.
We'll see.
Yeah, okay.
He's
Montreal.
legit goal scorer.
He's
pretty
Cole
legit.
Caulfield's sick.
But he's not Dylan Holloway, though.
He's not Dylan Holloway. He's not Hollywood Holloway. Anyways, Dylan Holloway officially signs his ELC Holloway this year at Wisconsin, 23 games, 11 goals, 24 assists, 35 points.
Check out Puckpedia for the contract details. They tweeted those out last night.
Yes, absolutely. Puckpedia. Lots of people on here saying, yeah, when is Holloway going to get a look? You know, what's the timeline for Dylan Holloway?
I just don't think you rush him, especially because he's just going to be coming back from injury. I don't think you rush him unless he goes down to the AHL and pulls a Cole Caulfield and just like lights it on fire. Managing those ELC years is very important, especially because we didn't go all in at the trade deadline this year. So we need to maximize our ELC contracts that we have so we can go all in for the next 3 years.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly how it works. Maybe we'd have to ask someone from Puckpedia to clarify this for us, but I believe that as soon as you play, I don't think it's one game. I think it's as soon as you play 8 games in one season, then it takes a year off your ELC.
It tends to match if they play a 10th game, but that's like coming out of camp.
Yeah.
And if you keep them on the roster and they play them,
but if you
I don't know what it is.
Then it burns a year.
Yeah, so that's the thing I don't know. So like, because the whole thing is like you have to sign him to the AHL deal to not burn the year.
Yes.
And I think it's also because of his age. He's not 18 now.
But this isn't an AHL deal. This is your ELC. Different.
Yes.
Yes.
But an ELC's clock starts ticking at a certain point. Because when a player's 18, you can send him back to junior and preserve that year.
Yeah.
But there's a point in time that you can't save that year, that the clock starts ticking.
But this is
we have that flexibility with Holloway this season.
Yeah, but this is a sure sign that he ain't going back to Wisconsin. Like he's
already signed his ticket.
Yeah, he'll be in Baco next year.
The fact that he signed it, he's received money, so he can't.
100%.
Yeah.
People wondering, maybe will we see him potentially get a look next year?
Oh, yeah, like he's gonna have a great look. Like if he has a good camp, he still has to earn his spot on the team, but we don't know who we're gonna be signing in the offseason. But you know, he's gonna have a legitimate chance. Like if he keeps progressing like he has been, look at him in World Juniors versus how he finished the season in Wisconsin, or I guess their season started after World Juniors. But he in terms of all of the players on the World Junior roster, he didn't put up the best numbers at that point. But then his progression since then, to score that level at the NCAA level, which is like a stingy scoring league,
and a lot of older guys.
A lot of older guys too. Like that was a big step for him. So yeah.
Well, that was one of the knocks on him in his draft year, because a lot of people were saying, he went from winning the MVP of the AJHL to going to the NCAA, and all of a sudden not really putting up numbers that kind of made you go, wow, this guy's a legitimate impact player. But it's because he was the youngest player in the NCAA. Legitimately was the youngest player in the NCAA in his freshman year.
Yeah. Playing against 22-year-old, big difference in development there.
Yeah. Nicholas says, imagine a line with Connor centering Holloway and Lavoie. Nicholas is like,
how about Lavoie? Lavoie is showing some good things. Like he's the scratch ticket. We got him in the second round, and it was viewed as a steal, which is great.
Big time steal.
But can he be a complete hockey player or a good professional hockey player is the thing we're still trying to find out with him.
Yep.
That was kind of the wild card, but the kid can score, and he's already having an impact in Bakersfield really quick. So that's super positive.
Sean,
and he's huge.
Sean said, pretty sure playoff games don't count towards your ELC. Could be wrong though. I think that's true. I'm pretty sure they don't.
Yeah.
Because that's the same thing with LTIR money, right? As soon as you get to playoffs, they kind of throw LTIR out the window, and as long as you're under your
cap. They might be able to bring him up as like a black ace, and then kind of work him in.
Because when does Baco's season end though? Look, if Baco's season
it ends late, because they started late, right?
Yeah, they started way late.
I don't know how many games they're playing, but
because if Baco's season ended, and then the Oilers were entering the playoffs, and they wanted to bring him up as a black ace, there would be no problem with that. What would be the harm? You know what I mean? So
unless Baco's in the playoffs still, and that playoff experience is very good.
Yeah, you'd rather have him down there playing in the first unit power play, killing penalties.
Yeah, but if it makes sense, you're bringing up Marody. Well, and I don't know if the taxi squad now constitutes as your black aces.
I think it'll probably expand. I think you'll be able to carry more players, because in the playoffs it expands as well. Right? So I think probably you'll be able to carry more black aces. But I think they're going to call it McLeod. I do.
Yeah.
I think the way that some of the media, especially the ones that are on the internal workings of it, like Bob Stauffer and stuff, I think the way that they've been kind of pushing that agenda,
I hope so.
I could see them calling out
big
Brian
guy,
McLeod.
man. That's the type of player we need.
Okay, let's do our Deuce Vodka player modes. Jay, would you like to go first, or do you want me to?
I will go first.
Go ahead.
So this is a big game against the Jets, and we've been off for what feels like 3 years. And
yes,
we don't have Nuge, and so we've got an interesting second line. So I really want a strong performance from our D, but for my Deuce Vodka player mode, I need Mike Smith to carry this one. I need him to go into full mailman mode and just carry that mail, get the win, get the W for the lads. Hopefully, we play enough to get enough goals to pass Hellebuck to eke out a win. But I think we need to really lean on Mike Smith tonight. So.
Steal one mode. Hey, Mike Smith, he stole this one for us.
Yeah, just get everyone on the shoulders, carry him to the finish line, carry him all the way to the Brandon Airport after the game so they can fly home. Let's go.
The Oilers have won 4 of 6 games against the Winnipeg Jets this year. Which is
amazing.
Number.
It's amazing how we match up against them because they are, and I think we'll really see. I really think the Jets are designed for playoffs, so we'll really see kind of who they are at that point. But yeah, it's interesting that we've had a really good record against them.
I'm looking at Coombsy's game D notes here at Oilersnation.com. Go take a look at it. He always puts up some good stats about the game. One thing he said is the Oilers have scored 5 goals against the Jets once, 4 goals 3 times, 3 goals once, and 2 goals once. So the Oilers have done a good job of putting up goals against a pretty good goaltending duo in Connor Hellebuck and Laurent Brossoit.
And Connor's been pretty good against them too.
Very good. So at this point, like you mentioned, Jay, you just need Mike Smith to just play Mike Smith hockey. And if he has a decent performance, the Oilers have a good chance of winning this game.
Exactly. We just need a solid performance. We can't have any weak goals tonight. It's just got to be a solid performance.
Yep.
And we've got the dynamic duo power in that first line, so they're going to be generating some stuff. Hopefully, maybe some secondary can come in, but it's kind of a mishmash right now.
Yep.
So I think Mike Smith having a big performance is going to be a key thing to us winning the game.
I was going to go Connor McDavid because that's just an easy answer to say for my Deuce Vodka player mode. But instead,
okay.
I'm going to go different. I'm going to kind of make this one unique. I'm going to say I just want lines 2 through 4 to just enter stay even mode.
Yep.
Just stay even.
Yep.
Don't get scored on. Don't worry about putting up 1,000 goals during this game. If that top line can push the boat, roll the boat. If they can score in lines 2 through 4, stay even, you're going to win this game.
Yep.
So
100%.
that's all I want. Stay even.
Hey, that's fair.
Stay even.
I've got a dog park update, or should I save that for betting talk?
No, let's do it. Dog Park Insider, hit us.
Dog Park Insider. So it's broken up into 2 stories. Yesterday was a big day. The city was buzzing with players with their dogs. So, driving to Little Brick office, I'm driving down the road, and who do I see? Puljujärvi sitting on his front step playing with Jaffa.
No way.
Yeah, playing with Jaffa. And I'm like, just on blast, with hundreds of cars just going by him. And I'm like, does anyone know this is Puljujärvi? So be advised, Puljujärvi sighting with his dog, happy, probably going to get a point tonight. Second thing, now,
yes.
Sometimes I juggle many balls in my personal life with work. So sometimes I can't.
You do.
I can't attend the dog park, all the dog park visits that my girlfriend and Hot Dog go on. But Hot Dog has made a new friend. And there is someone on the team who knows of Hot Dog now and laughed when he heard his name. Because Hot Dog is a dash hound or a wiener dog, so we aptly named him Hot Dog. Who is that Oiler? And who is his new dog friend as well? Leonard is his dog friend, and Connor McDavid, our captain, is buddies with Hot Dog. Hot Dog now knows, Connor McDavid knows who Hot Dog is, so Hot Dog is telling me to bet on Connor McDavid to go off tonight.
Get out of town. No way.
Big dog. And I wasn't there. My girlfriend's called me. She's like, oh my God, you won't believe what just happened.
Was McDavid there?
McDavid was there.
No way.
Yeah, it was McDavid walking Leonard.
Oh, I thought maybe it was his girlfriend.
No. So McDavid knows Hot Dog because Leonard and Hot Dog had a little exchange, and then my girlfriend's like, Hot Dog, come here. And he laughed. I'm like, oh my God. And then his girlfriend said, oh my God, so cute. They kind of go on their merry way. If so, fact so, Hot Dog, Connor McDavid, besties.
Besties. Confirmed. That's actually wild.
So
wow.
So that's a big dog park sighting. I am so mad I wasn't there. But
Hot
Hot Dog was there, and I live vicariously through that guy because Hot Dog's got some powerful friends. So Hot Dog is telling me to go place a heavy wager on our friend and captain Connor McDavid.
If you're looking at McDavid potentially maybe, I don't know, over 1.5 goals, 550 plus 550. Hat trick is plus 1,900. If you want to get a Jesse Puljujärvi point, like Jay already mentioned,
plus 135.
Plus 135.
That's juicy.
That's good action.
He plays on the top line. It's so juicy, and he's so happy with his dog and the sun yesterday. How can you not bet on him?
James Lee says, "LOL, you love juggling balls." Bah ha 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 ha. He did say that. Nicholas says confirmed besties with some heart faces.
Oh, that's
yeah, confirmed besties for sure. Okay, next headline: Battle of the North / predictions. I'm going to give you all a quick insight as to what the North standings look like right now. Toronto Maple Leafs, 28-12-4, 60 points. Winnipeg is hot right now. 27-14-3, 57 points. They're only 3 behind the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. And then Oilers, 25-15-2, 52 points. Jay, those two top teams, Toronto and Winnipeg, are going to play each other a lot down the stretch here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
I don't
Hopefully,
know.
none of those games go to overtime.
Yes, I don't know at this point if the Edmonton Oilers would have, enough games and enough time to potentially reach the top. But
I need to. Okay, so if we finish, sorry, I'm leaning over here because we have to do some quick math.
Yes.
So Toronto and Winnipeg each have 12 games left, and we have 14 games left.
Yeah, assuming that all the games get played.
Assuming, yeah. So say they split those games. It's a hard fought, and they go 500 the rest of the way. And this is wishful thinking.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's 12 games, so that's 12 points. So I'd put Toronto at 72 points. Edmonton currently at 52 points, has 14 games left. If they can get
14-0, 28 points.
No, if they could go, what's 10-4? 10-4 puts them at 20
points,
and that puts them at 72. That'd put them tied for first. So there is like a little
tiny chance.
Like 10-4 for the Oilers right now is not a big deal because in the last 10 they're 6-2-2. Like that's 10-4 in my books.
Okay, looking at that now, where do you predict the Edmonton Oilers finish? Do you think they have a chance to leapfrog Winnipeg? Maybe not Toronto.
Well, that's the interesting thing. The fact that Toronto and Winnipeg are going to be meeting a bunch here to end things out. Or at least I hope they are.
Actually, give me your 1 through 4 North prediction right now. How it's going to finish, and let us know as well. What do you think?
The likelihood is to be first is very low. So it's probably Toronto, and then I really want Edmonton to be second there. They've got a chance. Now we've got 2 games in hand. Like we were normally the team that other teams had games in hand on. Now it's flipped. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage and get that home ice advantage and finish second, Winnipeg third, and then Montreal fourth.
Okay, good stuff. I like it. Okay, let's quickly answer some questions here, and then we will get into our betting talk. Nils just come in with a good evening, guys. What's up, Nils?
He's in Germany,
so this is actually a good time for him. What's up, Nils?
It's like early evening, late afternoon for you. You're welcome for the early edition.
James Lee says Winnipeg, Toronto, Edmonton, Montreal. So he thinks that Winnipeg leapfrogs. Nils says that sweater is a beauty. Thank you, Nils. Appreciate it. Christian says I can't see them finishing first, but probably second.
Yeah,
definitely an opportunity.
Yeah. Like
opportunity.
I drink the Kool-Aid and actually wish for the best.
Okay. Why don't we get into some betting talk? If you have any more questions, keep sending them in. We'll get to them, but we will jump into our betting talk now. Jay, you had a source. I don't want to say a source, but you had a pal that has sent you a large transaction on tonight's game, potentially. Would you like to air it out for the people?
Our friend of the nation who makes the big bets he's laying down $20K on the Oilers under.
That is absurd.
He found the under at 6.
Okay, so if you wanted to take the under at 6 right now, so like that's a push if it hits 6?
It's a push if it hits 6.
Okay, so the book that I'm looking at right now isn't offering 6. They're only offering the halves, which is dumb.
Well, no, that's fine.
I don't like that though. I think you should offer the half. I think you should offer the fulls as well, so then you can get a push. I don't know. That's just my opinion though. Because then the book I'm looking at, if you want under 6.5, it's minus 172, which is terrible odds. But if you want minus or under 5.5, which is tiny, then it's only plus 125.
Yeah.
So assuming this guy probably got some pretty good odds.
Plus 105.
Plus 105. Yeah. See, that's pretty good. Especially you're going to get a push if it's a 4-2 game. You're going to get a push.
So I would agree tonight is because of the game that it needs to be. I would bet on the under.
Really? But the Oilers pound the Jets when it comes to goals.
But like we're begging Mike Smith to play a really good game and for us to be really defensive to have a chance because our second line isn't at its best at the moment.
See, I don't know.
So like 4-1.
I got a feeling about the over tonight.
Like I'm sorry, I'll never go over 5.5. If it's 6.5, I'm going under.
Really?
So if it's 6, if the line says 6.5, I'm going under.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is, so maybe I wouldn't touch this one. I don't like playing over under anyway, so I'm not going to touch it.
Stupid.
I'm going. We need the Oilers to win. They're plus 100.
Road dog.
Road dog, yeah, mild road dog, a little mild bark there.
Bark.
I'm going to go just a little bit on the Oilers, and then I gotta go with what happened yesterday. Hot Dog's telling me to go on McDavid, so probably definitely over 1.5 points, and I might even go. It always kind of teeter-totters of like who's getting the goals. Is it Leon the 3-goal night, 2-goal night, or is it Connor the 2-goal
I know,
night?
you never
it always
know.
flip-flops, right? So you have to guess and spin the wheel on which one it's going to be. So probably definitely we need that top line to perform. So yeah, probably Connor over 1.5 points and dabble a little bit more on over 2.5, and then Puljujarvi point at plus 135. Like that's better than the Oilers winning in terms of what it's paying. So I'm gonna go a little bit deeper on that. Plus, he looks happy.
I might load up my account for tonight. We'll see. I'm currently sitting at $0 in it, so I might load it up. We'll see.
If you listen to Nation Real Life, we had Ian from Oddshark.
Ian McMillan.
Ian McMillan. Nice guy. So he gave us a bet for the game, and normally Scott Haston comes on the show and gives us a parlay. He gave us a single game, like this is the game to bet on. It was baseball. Mm-hmm. So I said, screw it, single outcome. I loaded it up. Oakland A's win by 2.
Did they?
Yes.
Wow.
They won by 4. I should have been more aggressive. So anyways, I'm flush
Baseball
again.
guy, Jay.
I'm flush again because I was getting low.
Nasty. If I do end up loading up, I'm going to go Oilers first period result plus 190. And then I will likely go, I'll probably tail Jay and go McDavid points and stuff. Load up on McDaddy.
Connor is plus 100 for over 1.5 points. Like, how good is he?
I'm thinking JP goal tonight too. I might go JP goal plus 270.
That'll pay juicy. Yeah, that'll pay juicy.
Good luck. Okay. Jay.
Yes.
Tonight's game. Score prediction before we wrap it up?
3-2.
3-2. You're staying on brand with the under, as you will be.
On brand.
Or as your buddy is.
I'm an overs guy. If you're gonna build a brand of me.
The overs club.
Big over guy.
Nicholas says, our season ending depends on the outbreak tonight after 1 week without a game. I don't really know what he's talking about. Are you talking about like...
No.
Anyways. When is Stalock going to play? I don't know. I have no idea.
I guess we got to see what we got there. Do we have to... Can we just pull him up without like having to put someone on the taxi squad?
Is he on the taxi squad or the active roster? He's on the roster right
now.
He's on.
Oh, that's right, because we had to move Ennis off. Yeah,
he's on the roster.
Okay. Yeah, let's get him in there.
Play him. Last thing. Nicholas says, bet that the Oilers and Bako win as always. I don't get AHL odds on my book. Maybe I'll switch books and then I will get it. But I don't know who Bako's playing. Obviously, I think they'd probably be favorites. They're doing pretty well right now. So, if you can parlay Bako and the Oilers to win, just good for the brand.
I found Bako. What's Bako to win? Bako to win.
How did you find that?
They're plus 125 against Zegras.
Who they playing?
Isn't the Gulls. Zegras has been called up to the big club,
He's in the club, yeah.
So if he's up in the big club, then I'm going Bako all day. Yeah, the Bako Oiler parlay, let's do it. Bako Oiler parlay is paying...
There's got to be a name for it. We got to call this the oily condor parlay.
Yeah, the oily parlay.
The oily parlay.
It's just the oil.
Bako and the Oilers.
Yeah, it's paying plus 350. Ooh, that's juicy.
Put 100 on it.
Well, I don't have 100. I'm not that flush. I'll put like $10. Pays
$10. I love it. I love it. Simon says, crack one of those beers. Simon, stay tuned. Jay has already promised that the game after the Oilers clinch playoffs, he will be cracking one of these beers. Yeah. So we've already promised on
100%.
that. So keep staying tuned and keep watching the pregame show.
New labels.
So good.
So delicious. So good.
They look good.
No, they're delicious.
Okay. Enjoy tonight's game. 5 o'clock puck drop. Don't forget that. It was 8. It's now 5. Jay's going to miss the first period because he is hitting the links. Good luck, Jay.
I'll be streaming it on my phone. Trust me.
This guy's a stick.
My last 3. No. My last 3 holes, I'm going to just be...
Yeah.
I'm going to finish triple, because I'm just going to be like...
I was on the course at the Corey. I like to call it the Corey National. Head up to Corey. It's a nice course. I was at the Corey last week when the Oilers were playing, and I missed the first period ever. And one of the guys in the hole behind me had the broadcast so loud. You could hear it across the entire course.
Good man. Broadcast. Well, he's doing everyone a favor.
Yes, he was. Yeah. I heard Bob Stauffer losing his mind about something. I'm like, oh, the Oilers must have got scored on. But I think they ended up winning. I don't remember. Anyways, enjoy tonight's game. Oilers versus Jets. Battle for the top of the North Division. The Oilers are back playing for the first time in 7 days. Enjoy the game. This was the Deuce Vodka pregame show.
Stay oily.
Stay oily, and we will see you on